Welcome, everyone, to Jackson County High School football. The Blue Devils were off last week. We're on the road tonight. We're in Monterey High School at Medley Field. District game, if you're looking down the road, it's a big district game. Monterey and Jackson County both come into tonight's contest with an overall record that's exactly even, 5-3. They're 1-2 in the district. Good bet that the winner of tonight's game might make it into the playoffs, but the Blue Devils making their way on the field. Monterey as well coming on. Monterey, just for point of information, black jerseys and purple numerals, and I will be delayed or hesitant about giving out numbers and names of who did what because I just can't see them. Jackson County in white with blue numerals and trim. Jackson County and Monterey captains met earlier. Blue Devils won the toss and have elected to receive. We'll be back with the opening kickoff after we hear from our. Now for tonight's kickoff, Jackson County's got Collier and Clenard back deep. Hernandez will kick off for the Wildcats of Monterey High School. It looks like he's going to tee it up right in the center of the field at the 40-yard line. The referee makes his way to the sidelines. And we are moments away from getting this football game underway. He approaches it, hits it, spinning kick, fielded at the 15, 20, 25, cuts back to the center of the field, and will be driven backward at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 Blue Devils at that point.
Stafford on the return of the kickoff.
I said Clenard, that was Hayden Stafford on the return rather than Gavin Clenard. My bad. 1st and 10 Jackson County. Blue Devils with a week off. Skylar Stacy lines up at quarterback in the shotgun. 2 running backs on either side. Now Jackson County shifts. Collier in motion, give to Xavier Mitchell. Xavier comes to the outside. He's got 5, he's got 10, he's to 40, the 50. It's a foot race, 40, 30, and driven or dragged down at the Monterey 30-yard line. Good run to start the game. Jackson County's Xavier Mitchell.
Carry for the Blue Devils gains 45 yards to the Wildcat 30-yard line, brought down by Logan Montgomery and Cole Bowman. It'll be 1st down and 10 Blue Devils.
Substitutes come in for Jackson County. Maddox Wilson makes his way in the game. Clenard checks in as well. Jackson County lines up in a power formation. They move Mitchell to standing tailback, missed the snap. He has to go back and follow on it. He didn't get it, and Monterey covers it up. Bad snap. It came back hot and high. Xavier couldn't handle it. Went in a Wildcat formation. Monterey recovered it all the way back at the Jackson County 46, 47-yard line. 1st and 10 Monterey. 45-yard run on 1st down. Looked like Jackson County was set up, and then a bad snap. If I remember right, that's the first bad snap all year. The center for Jackson County has done an excellent job centering, but that one came back a little high and a little hot. Monterey quarterback under center, drops in the gun, takes a snap, moves to his right. Pressure comes from the backside. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and will go down after a gain of about 2 or 3. He gets across the 45. Fowler is the quarterback for Monterey.
Brought down by Brady Smith.
And give him 2nd down and 6. Give him 4. Second and 4 for the Wildcats from the gun. Fowler takes a snap, runs straight ahead. He's going to get short gain and a good push by his lineman. Going to pick up about 4, maybe 5. Depends entirely on the spot. Looks like they're standing at the 40. That'll be 3rd down and about 2.5, 3 yards to go. Third and 3 at the Blue Devil 40. Monterey goes power set. Here's the snap. Montgomery runs, breaks a tackle, and will get across the 35 down near the 30, where he'll be dragged down at that point. That's Montgomery, I believe, on the carry. Nope, not Montgomery. Bowman was the ball carrier.
He's tackled by number 28, Caleb Birdwell.
Caleb Birdwell on the stop for the Blue Devils.
First and 10 for the Wildcats from the Blue Devil 32.
Monterey again stacks 3 backs in a power set, run that direction, turns a corner, and will be dragged down, but a nice gain on first down. It's Brady Smith on the stop for Jackson County.
Luke Blaylock on the carry for the Wildcats. Gains
14, Blaylock is the carrier. Solid 5-yard gain, close to 6. Monterey at this point not disguising anything. They put 3 blockers right behind the offensive line and just snap directly to the running back and run toward those blockers. Same set, same play. Breaks outside, stood up, breaks another tackle, and gets to the sideline. Looks like he has first down yardage. Depending on where he stepped out of bounds, looks like he's going to be about a foot short. 3rd down and a yard.
It brings up a 3rd down and short for the Wildcats.
Ball's placed down inside the Jackson County 25 at about the 23-yard line. Again, same formation. Jackson County shifts their defense that direction. Direct snap to the running back, and now flags fly. Somebody was moving. Offsides, Jackson County. Free 5 yards, 1st and 10, Monterey.
The penalty on the field is offsides against the Blue Devils. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. The result of the mark-off.
Asher Morris checks in. Joe Rowland goes out for the Blue Devils. And basically what Monterey's doing, they're putting 7 blockers in front of the running back and just running right behind those 7 blockers. And now they change formations, go to a standard shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. Looks like option comes near side. Running back turns and going to be hit, knocked down. That's going to be Sousa on the stop for the Blue Devils, but not until he crosses the 15, gets down about to the 12. Holman is the ball carrier. 2nd and 5. Rowland comes back in for Jackson County. See who checks out. Jackson County looks like Drake Matheny will go to the sidelines, the alternate lineman. Same play other side, hitting the backfield, breaks 1 tackle but not another. And Jackson County Isaiah Thomas there at the bottom of the pile for the stop.
Holman on the carry for the Wildcats, no gain on the play. Brought down by number 88, Isaiah Thomas. Brings up a 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5, no gain. Good play by the left side of the Blue Devil defense. I think Maddox Wilson was in there at the bottom of that pile as well. We'll give Maddox a shout out anyway. 3rd and 5. Monterey again back to the power set. Quarterback takes it, going to run right up the middle, is hit, and Gavin Clenard wraps him up at about the 12, drags him backward. Sousa was there as well. That'll bring up 4th down. 4th down and 4.
Brings up a 4th down and 5 for the Wildcats.
See what Monterey comes up with here if they go back to the power, and they do. Monterey, bad snap. Flags fly. Jackson County going to take over in downs. Monterey was moving, I believe, on the snap. High snaps by both teams have thwarted drives. Jackson County will decline that penalty, and the Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22, 23-yard line. We'll wait and see where they actually set it down. Looks like the 23. So each team has now turned it over Well, yeah, each team as Monterey turned it over on downs, Jackson County just turned it over. So the Blue Devils will scrimmage for the second time, 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Smith flanks wide to the near side. Jackson County no huddle. Play comes from the sideline. Schuyler goes under center this time. Now they shift back into the shotgun. Takes the snap, give Mitchell. Xavier cuts back and is going to be hit in the backfield and driven backward. Xavier going to lose a yard or two on the play.
Blue Devils loses 2 yards on the play. Tackled by number 15, Logan Montgomery.
Player down, that may be Xavier Mitchell. Xavier gets up, still there's a player down, or is that a referee was down? Second down and 11 for the Blue Devils as Mitchell makes his way to the sidelines. Hard hit that time by the Monterey defense. We're going to check out Xavier Mitchell over on the far side. Jackson County again shifts. Dotson moves to tailback. Motion, and there's flags fly. Play blown dead. Nope, timeout. I thought there was a flag. Timeout, Blue Devils. We'll take that time. We'll be right back. No score in the game. And the players make their way back on the field. Jackson County looking at second down and 11. Skylar Stacy working from the shotgun this time. I think that's Clenard, his tailback, standing next to him. Jackson County shifts again. Dotson moves back to tailback. Thomas in motion, rolling to his left, looking, firing, and overthrows. Play evidently was blown dead. I'm not sure what the stoppage was for. False start, Jackson County. And legal procedure will back the Blue Devils up 5 yards. And with 5 guys moving, somebody is going to not get set. It's just almost a given that's going to happen somewhere. So Jackson County got the offense going in reverse right here with 5:58 to go in the first quarter. A loss of yard and a half, and then a 5-yard penalty, and they're looking at second down and long. Thomas goes in motion, puts trips over on the far side. Now Collier in motion. Here's the snap, flanker screen. That's complete to Smith, but he's downed immediately and will actually probably lose another yard or two on the play. That'll bring up third down and about 20. Brady Smith with the catch. But a good play over there by the Monterey defender. Yepes was the tackler on the play. So third down and 20. Schuyler drops back in the shotgun. Dotson is his standing tailback next to him. Draw play quarterback. Schuyler, still on his feet, will cross the 20-yard line and get up to about the original line of scrimmage where he'll be dragged down at that point. Got about 9, maybe 10 yards on the carry, but that'll bring up fourth down. Fourth down and 10 for the Blue Devils. Jackson County punter C.J. Collier drops back in punt formation. Waiting the snap. Low snap, bounces. Collier picks it up, hits an end-over-end kick. Hits at the 40, takes a Jackson County bounce, and then will be down inside the 40 at about the 38-yard line. 4:27 to play first quarter, no score. Jackson County and Monterey, both teams have exchanged turnovers. Now Jackson County forced into the first punt of the game.
40 yards, ball is down at the Wildcat 38-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Wildcats.
First and 10 Monterey. See if they go back to the power set. No, they go to a standard 3 wide to the far side of the field. One near side, quarterback standing in the shotgun. Phillips, I believe, is in at quarterback on this series for Monterey. Here's the snap, give right up the middle, cuts into the center of the field and powers forward all the way across the 50. That's number 10 for Monterey, Colin Fowler on the carry. 15 yards. Looked like they had it played diagnosed very well. Thought they had it stopped at the line of scrimmage, but good move, little dip cut, and 15-yard gain. Monterey looking at first and 10 inside Jackson County territory at the Blue Devil 48. Same set. Jackson County defensive line moves around. Quarterback rolls, fires out in the flat, incomplete. Intended for Montgomery in coverage over there, Jackson County. I believe that's Clenard on coverage. Also, Thomas was over there with him. Incomplete pass makes it second down 10. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line of Jackson County. Referee picks it up and moves it back a yard. I thought it was 48. Trips up top. Wing back in motion, comes near side, circles back. Jackson County shows man defense. Quarterback on a keeper. Flags flying. He's going to be hit and dropped for a loss. Good tackle over there, Jackson County. So they came up quick on that. That's Brady Smith, Joe Rowland, and C.J. Collier all combining on the stop. See what that marker is. Looks like they're consulting with the Jackson County coaching staff. False start against Monterey. Blue Devils decline that. So that'll bring up third down and 10. Monterey looking at stacked receivers to either side in a balanced formation. Standing tailback from the shotgun. Give right up the middle. Breaks one tackle, but not two, as Darren Sousa wraps him up. He's dragged down at the 46. Sousa with a good stop, gain of about a yard, yard and a half. Let's see if Monterey will elect to punt here. Fourth and a solid. Scoreboard announcer says 8. Looks like 9 from here, but Monterey brings their punter on the field. That's Hernandez. He also kicked off. Thomas back at the 15 for the Blue Devils. Here's the snap. High spiraling kick. Thomas calls for and makes the fair catch right at the 15-yard line. First and 10 Blue Devils. Good punt. That was a nice high spiraling kick. And we're looking at first and 10 Jackson County. 3:01 to play first quarter. No score either side. Braden Dotson in the game at tailback. See, Xavier Mitchell went out after a hard hit. Haven't seen Xavier back in the game since then. Hopefully, young man's all right. Dodson, standing tailback. Skylar Stacy in the gun, takes the low snap, looking, fires, complete. Brady Smith. Brady gets across the 25 and falls forward to the 26. Good throw and catch. Jackson County, first and 10, Blue Devils.
For a gain of 11 yards and a first down for the Blue Devils.
Again, the play signaled in from the sideline. Jackson County running no huddle. Stacy drops back in the gun. Collier in motion. They fake the jet sweep. Stacy on the keeper. Skyler still on his feet. Gets across the 30, and he's going to be stacked up at about the 33, 34-yard line. As they drive him backward from that point, we'll have to wait on the spot, but a good solid gain on the first down. That'll bring up second down and about 4. Give him 7, second down and 3. Good run, Skyler Stacy. They faked that jet sweep twice already, maybe 3 times. They're going to hand it to CJ here in a play or two, and depending on how the defense reacts over on Monterey's side. Again, in motion. They do hand it off to Collier. CJ turns the corner, gets first down yardage and then some. It's near the 40. That'll be, looks like the 39 where he stepped out of bounds. 1st and 10, Jackson County. First and 10, Blue Devils. Clock at 1:42 in the first. From the shotgun, Stacy asks for, takes the snap, hands off to Dodson. The young freshman just powers forward, going to move the pile about 2 or 3 yards. A solid gain. 2nd down for the Blue Devils, about 8 yards to go.
Brings up 2nd down and 8 for Jackson County.
Second down and 8 as Jackson County looks to the bench to get the play as Coach Loftus signals in the play. Brady Smith moves in from extreme wide out. Stacy out of the gun. Says Collier in motion, going to keep it on a straight quarterback keeper. Turns the corner, stays on his feet. He's got 1st down yardage and a little more as Schuyler gets about 9-10 yards on the carry, depending on the spot where he went out of bounds over on the far side. Nope, they're going to say only about 8. Going to be 3rd down and about a foot. Looked like he had more than that, but hard to tell where the sideline is over on the far side of the field, and stepped out just short of the 1st down marker, according to the referee, and certainly no argument. Good solid gain on 2nd and 8. Now 3rd and less than 1. Stacy from the gun. Motion. Keeper again, Schuyler. He's got 1st down and then some as he scoots out of bounds. That'll be 1st down Jackson County as they get inside Monterey territory. Clock at 44 seconds, stopped on the out of bounds play. They're going to put the ball down at the Monterey, where they put it, 49. I thought he was at closer to the 45, but either way, 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Brady Smith wide near side. Stacy again in the gun. Monterey defensive line shifts. Here comes Collier in motion. Snap. And we've got play stop. Somebody was moving somewhere. Nope, timeout called Jackson County. Blue Devils take time with 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back. No score. Now 1st and 10 Jackson County. What could be the final play of the first quarter as Schuyler Stacy stands in at the standing quarterback position, fakes the handoff, keeps it left side, going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards. Stacy will, looks like a 2-yard gain to the 43-yard or 47-yard line. See where they set it down. Yep, 2nd down and 7 as they give him 3 on the carry. Look, Jackson County going to be content to let the clock wind down and end the quarter on that play as Jackson County and Monterey through one period of play. No score in the game will be. And second quarter just about to get underway here at Monterey. Again, like we said, if you just tuned in, no score in the game. Jackson County and Monterey, 2 evenly matched teams so far. Blue Devils making their way on the field now. Ball sitting 2nd down and 8 at the Monterey 46-yard line. Braden Dodson will be your tailback for Jackson County.
Second quarter, it'll be 2nd down and 7 for Jackson County.
Actually, they line Collier up at tailback. When they've done that before, they've had a 5-man shift. Let's see what they do this time. And again, they do. Dodson moves back to the tailback position. Here's the snap. Give Braden. Braden runs off tackle, lowers his shoulder and gets a good solid gain. He's going to make it a 3rd down and about, as he gets to about the 42-yard line. Give him 4. That'll make it 3rd down and about 3.5, 4 yards to go.
Brought down by number 42, Jack Blaylock. That brings up a 3rd down for the Wildcat defense.
Jackson County looking again to the sideline. It's been other than a Brady Smith pass reception from C.J. Collier, from Skylar Stacy's been all on the ground. And let's see what Jackson County comes up with this time. If they pick up 3 or 4 yards here, you would expect them to go for it again. Coming in late is Maddox Wilson, lines up at a tight end position. Collier in motion. They they pull it, go up the middle, and Stacy gets across the 40 down to about the 39. And that's going to bring up 4th down and less than a yard. Depends entirely on the spot. The bench on Jackson County signaling 1st down. We'll see what the referee, where he puts it down. Now they move it back to the 40. He was clearly across the 40. Wish we had instant replay, but 4th down and a yard, and Jackson County will go for it. Stacy tried the hard count. Look to the sideline. Colt Loftus signals the play into Schuyler. He steps up to the line. Dotson is his tailback. Here's a snap. Stacy on the run, gets across the 40, falls forward, and I think where the one that come in on this side is going to mark him short. Again, he was clearly farther ahead of the spot than where he was down from my point of view. But the referee on this side ran straight in, and that's right where he ran. That's going to be short about a foot. Be 1st down Monterey. Even if they bring the chains out, they needed about the length of the football more. That's, again, in my opinion. I haven't been right yet tonight, so we'll see what the officials come up with. But it's going to be 1st down Monterey. They stretch it. They link 2 lengths of the football. So Monterey will take over 1st and 10 at the Monterey, right at the 40-yard line. And again, Stacy was clearly down close to the 39. I'd love to have instant replay and appeal on the last 2 spots. But either way, Monterey comes out 1st down on the play, and they get the stop. Congratulations, Monterey defense, because they had to make it. Now Jackson County defense needs to rise to the occasion here, put the ball back in the hands of their offense. 10-14 to go, 2nd quarter. Snap to the tailback, or the quarterback, hands off to his tailback, and he lowers his shoulder, going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards. Caleb Birdwell on the stop for Jackson County, and they spot that one on the on the Monterey 47-yard line. Two standing tailbacks on either side of the quarterback. They cross them in the backfield. Monterey's got a man in the open. Down the sideline, Isaiah Thomas dives and catches him just inside the 20 at the 15-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle, Jackson County's Isaiah Thomas. Bowman picks up almost 40 yards on the play, and you knew somebody was going to pop one of these runs. Both these teams have been running, and within just a broken tackle or so of a big play. This time Monterey gets the big play. Let's see if the Blue Devil defense can bow their necks here and hold Monterey on downs or create their own turnover. Last time a bad snap gave it back to Jackson County. Same play, and he's hit and dragged down on the stop that time. Jackson County, that's 55 for the Blue Devils, and that's going to be Channing Collier on the stop. gain of about a yard. 2nd down and 9. Good backside pursuit by Collier that time.
Correction, that's a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats.
Again, they stack or set 2 backs on either side of the quarterback, Fleming, as he stands in the gun. Running near side this time. He's going to be hit, stood up, still on his feet, driving forward, and then Jackson County is still had a hard time getting him down. They drove him all the way back to the 15, which would be a loss of yards, but it took about 7 or 8 Blue Devils to finally put him down. Aiden Netherton was the last one over there. Also, he got some help from Jackson County's Braden Dodson. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Give the Monterey ball carrier forward progress back to the original line of scrimmage. Jackson County crowds the line. Monterey running to the left. Got the corner. Heads to the end zone. Touchdown Monterey. And the first score of the night goes to the Wildcats of Monterey. And they take the 6-0 lead. 8:18 to go here in the first half. Try for point will be coming up. Hernandez, the kicker for Monterey. Holding, Fowler. Snap, set, kick, and it looks good from here. Referee says it's good from there, and it's a 7-0 game. Monterey on top. All right, Monterey will kick off again. Jackson County, Stacy, and Collier back deep for the Blue Devils. They're standing at their 12-yard line. Hernandez approaches the ball, hits it, driving end-over-end kick. Stacy picks it up at the 5, drops it at the 15, picks it back up, and then will be slung down hard at the 15-yard line. Hayden Stafford lucky to be able to pick that one back up. He just lost the handle on it.
Returns it for 8 yards.
1st and 10, Jackson County. The ball is at the Blue Devil 15-yard line. Jackson County trailing for the first time tonight. Brady Smith wide to the near side, trips up top. Stacy from the gun will take the snap, roll near side looking for Smith. Fires, and it's incomplete, broken up on the near side by Monterey's Yepes.
Skylar Stacy's pass intended for Brady Smith. That play is broken up by number 2, Rico Yepes.
I could be wrong, but on that play, when Brady broke back, Yepes came up quick. That's one he can make a double move on, and he could get him deep on that before the game's over with. Jackson County sets up in a power formation, very similar to what Monterey was running, as they stack 3 players right at the end of the line on the right side. Stacy drops back looking, drifts to his right, tucks it, going to run. He's got short gain on the play as he gets up near the 20-yard line.
Stacy carries for the Blue Devils, gains 4 yards on the
flag on the play looks like right out here in the middle of the field. That's where you would expect to see a holding against Jackson County. We'll see what the call is. Right in the middle of where the offensive line was positioned, and that's normally a holding. Again, waiting the official to make the call. No penalty. They pick it up.
There is no penalty on the play. It brings up a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and about 5 for the Blue Devils.
Correction, 3rd down and 5 for Jackson County.
They wind the clock now as the Jackson County sends two wideouts near side, Smith and Collier. Stacy drops back in the shotgun. Schuyler takes a snap, looking, fires. It's complete and across the 25-yard line. That's going to be first down yardage Jackson County as C.J. Collier catches it up at about the 28-yard line where the official's standing in the middle of the field. 9-yard gain. Nice throw and catch by the Blue Devil offense. First and 10, Jackson County. Dotson, your standing tailback. Collier in motion. They hand it to him on the jet sweep. Looking for the corner. He'll pick up short gain on the play. Up close to the 34-yard line where he was dragged down.
Gains 4 yards on the play.
Second.
5 yards on the play.
Yeah, give him 5 on the play.
72, Darnell Hernandez. That brings up a second down and 5.
Second down. They said 5. That still looks like 6 to me from here. Power set. Now Jackson County shifts. Dotson moves back to tailback. Collier in motion. Straight quarterback keep as Stacy gets across the 35 and then moves the pile forward up near the 43-yard line. That'll bring up third down and short.
And Jack Blaylock. That brings up a third down and 1.
Third down and a yard to go for the Blue Devils. Seven nothing. If you just tuned in, Monterey on top of Jackson County as Monterey stacks the middle of the formation. Jackson County goes power right. Here's a snap. Give Dotson. Braden is strung out to the outside. I don't believe he got first down yardage. He's going to be close. Depends on the spot where they give him forward progress to. And a pretty good spot that time. Jackson County looks like if they give him first down Jackson County, move the chains. Referee on the far side. Jackson County got a good spot. Dotson did a good job running with some forward lean, and Braden picks up first down Jackson County. At the Blue Devil 40. Thomas in motion. Stacy rolls near side. There's one intended for Smith and just overthrew him. That's probably a good overthrow. Would have taken a perfect pass to have dropped it in there. Drag route across the middle by Brady Smith just was nothing really there. And an old coach told me one time there's nothing wrong with an incomplete pass or punt. They're both better than a turnover. So Jackson County now looking at second down and 10. They've got 4 wide receivers top of the formation. Standing tailback in the backfield next to Schuyler Stacy. Stacy makes a hard gesture. Monterey showing good discipline, didn't move, takes the snap, flags fly. I don't know if that's a delay of game or what, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that's probably going to be a delay of game.
Jackson County calls the timeout.
Nope, Blue Devils took time. Their final timeout here in the first half would have been delay of game. And Coach Loftus realizing that takes time out. And so with timeout on the field, we'll be back. Monterey. And we return live action now. Jackson County looking at second down and 10. Stacy in the shotgun. Collier in motion. Fake the handoff on the jet sweep. Schuyler pulls it down and slips and falls. I don't know that he got back to the line of scrimmage. He may have, depending on the spot on the far side. But his feet look like they slipped out from under him. And they're going to give him maybe a yard on the play.
That brings up a third down for the Wildcat defense.
Third down for the Blue Devils, looking at third down and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Maddox Wilson back in for Jackson County. They stack Smith and Collier over on the far side. Brady Smith and C.J. Collier from the shotgun. Almost always straight drop, looking, firing, and overthrows his intended receiver. He had on an out route over there, had Brady Smith just a little too much air under it, incomplete. That'll be fourth down Jackson County. So I would expect C.J. Collier to punt on fourth down with the ball at the Jackson County 40, but and that is, they drop back in punt formation. He'll hit this one from about his own 30. As Collier lines up. Again, bobbles or low snap. End over end kick. It will hit and then take a good Blue Devil bounce as it goes all the way inside the 20 and will be down by Clenard at the 19-yard line. Just a low snap. It took about 3 hops to get to CJ. He hit it end over end kick. And the scary thing about an end over end kick, you don't know which point that ball. If it hits on the point where it kicks back, you could have a short kick and a terrible punt, or it could hit on the end that rolls forward, and that's what happened. Jackson County wound up with a 40-plus yard kick, no return. Good punt, C.J. Collier. From the gun, wing back in motion. No backs in the backfield. Flanker screen near side. Breaks a tackle, gets across the 25, across the 30, and will be knocked down by Jackson County's Clenard at the 35 or 6-yard line. 18-yard pickup on the pass play, just a wide out screen. Monterey, 2 wide outs. Far side of the formation, standing tailback behind his quarterback. Phillips at quarterback steps up, now moves back in the gun. Phillips, handoff right up the middle. Hit at the 40 and will fall forward to the 42. Solid gain on the play by Monterey. Jackson County stopped by Isaiah Thomas out to the 42-yard line. Second down and 4 from the Monterey 42. Empty backfield, and now we've got timeout called Monterey. Monterey takes time. 4:11 to go first half. Monterey 7, Jackson County nothing. Here's a snap. Monterey quarterback rolls, fires out in the flat. It's complete, and tackle made over there by Jackson County. See who that was on the stop. Clenard on the stop for the Blue Devils, but Phillips makes the completion. 1st and 10, Monterey. Clenard on the stop again for the Blue Devils. Gavin's had a good game tonight. Young sophomore cornerback. From the shotgun, here's the snap. Handoff right up the middle. Broke a tackle in the backfield, still on his feet, and going to get close to 10 yards on the carry. Monterey beginning to break some Jackson County tackles as Blue Devils making contact at or near the line of scrimmage, but they're grabbing. They're not putting a shoulder in there and putting a stop on somebody. They're grabbing and trying to wrestle these Monterey ball carriers down, and they're pretty good-sized boys. And Jackson County's going to have to correct that, or it's going to be a long night for the boys in blue. From the shotgun, here's the snap. Quarterback keeps running near side. This time he's hit and wrapped up. Who is that? Sousa, I believe. Yes, Darren Sousa.
Fowler on the carry for the Wildcats, gains 2 yards on the play.
Short gain on the play.
Brings up 3rd down and 1 for the Wildcats.
And the Jackson County sophomore linebacker Sousa, when he hits you, you know they're being hit with the shoulder. He's a good solid tackler. Birdwell, another good solid tackler. Clenard. Monterey goes power near side. Run the ball that direction. Hit at the line of scrimmage, but the pile moves forward. Going to get across the 35 to the 34, and that should be good for a first down. First down, Monterey. Clock continues to tick down here in the first half as it approaches 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes and 30 seconds actually. Monterey 7, Jackson County nothing, but Monterey beginning to put a little serious drive together as they get inside the Blue Devil 35 at the 34. Same set, other side. Snap. Keeper running that way. He's going to be hit, spins, and knocked down again on the stop for Jackson County. Looked like Sousa on the stop, but not before a solid 7 yards, 6 yards for Monterey as the clock goes under 2 minutes.
Brought down by Darren Sousa. That brings up a 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats.
Inside the Blue Devil 30. Monterey, they go power set, almost an old veer formation. Keeper by or handoff to the tailback, and then he is driven forward and gets inside the 20. Got 9 yards on the play. That was just an old line-up veer formation. That's what they're in again. Wishbone set. Quarterback under center. Toss sweep running left. Turns the corner and gets inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown Monterey. Monterey with 1:22 to go in the first half. Adds 6 more on the score. We got a try for point coming up. Monterey 13, Jackson County nothing. And that's something you hadn't seen is a wishbone set other than, was it Navy that used to run that, Georgia Tech? About the only 2 teams I know that ran. It's like Tennessee running a single wing in the 1960s. Nobody else did. But low snap, sets down, kick is on the way, and that one is no good. Missed it wide left. So with 1:22 to go first half, Monterey 13, Jackson County nothing. 1:22 left to go in the first half as Jackson County and Monterey Blue Devils played pretty good first half up until the last series of plays, and Monterey able to extend their lead from 7-0 to 13-0 as Hernandez will tee it up one more time. Short step back, doesn't take him long. He hits a high end over end spinning kick, fielded by Jackson County at the 25. And goes down at the 27. That's Gavin Clenard on the return for the Blue Devils. Out to the 27. High kick. It was a really good kick to cover. Extremely high. Gavin did a good job catching that. And it'll be 1st and 10 Blue Devils from their own 27-yard line. Now, if you're Jackson County, what do you do here? Take it to halftime, regroup, and only down 2 scores with a team that you can play with? Or do you push the ball down the field and take a chance on turnover or giving it back to Monterey? We'll see what the Blue Devils come up with. So this is shifts. Here's a snap. Run Dotson right up the middle. Brandon gets across the 30, up near the 35, and that Braden Dotson on the carry pretty well indicates Jackson County looks like they want to take it into halftime as Dotson takes himself out of the game. So we'll see who comes in at tailback for Jackson County. 28, is it Birdwell? Caleb Birdwell checks in as the tailback for the Blue Devils. Saw some action the other of the week against Smith County. Here's the snap. Give Birdwell. Caleb, power runner. Going to get it across the 35 up to about the 37 or 8. That should be the final play of the first half. 3rd down and a yard to go. Clock, evidently they stopped it. They said first down. Okay. Well, there's been some strange spots. That lad, we'll put that one on there with him. I thought he was short. Jackson County clock starts. We'll run one more play. Fires out in the flat, incomplete, and that means we'll run one more play. 6 seconds left in the game. Pass was incomplete. Tried to hit Brady Smith out on an out route. 2nd and 10 for the Blue Devils. Stacy in the gun. Takes a snap. Handoff Birdwell. No, that's Dodson. Braden cuts to the outside. Got a blocker on the corner. Got the midfield stripe. Still on his feet. Crossed the 40, inside the 35, and that will do it for the first half on a Braden Dodson run. Good hard run by Braden, and it's halftime here at Monterey's Medley Field. The Wildcats of Monterey have 13, the Blue Devils 0. And welcome back to Monterey High School here up on the mountain at Monterey, and it's Jackson County Monterey in the next to last game of the season. Next week Jackson County will be home. It's senior night, but it's a rare Thursday night game. The way I understand it, I think I'm telling you this right, TWSAA requires everybody play one Thursday night, and they pick the Thursday night, and that was the night they picked for us. So we'll be playing next week, Thursday night at home. East Robertson is the opponent, and that will be the final regular season game of the year. And Jackson County will kick off. They won the opening toss, elected to receive. And now Aiden Netherton will kick off for the Blue Devils as Aiden tees it up the 40-yard line. First kickoff of the night for Jackson County. Ball spotted, teed up right in the center of the field to 40. End over end kick. It's covered up at the 41-yard line. Squib kick by Jackson County, and Monterey did a good job covering it up at that point. 1st and 10 Wildcats at their own 41-yard line. One more half to play here at Monterey. So if Monterey goes back power football or spreads it out, they're going to spread it out this set. From the gun, Phillips at quarterback takes a snap, hands off on a keeper. Jackson County chasing him. He turns the corner, got 5 yards, 10 yards, and goes out of bounds. Phillips will pick up a solid gain on first down, 10, 11 yards, depending on the spot on the far side. So Thomas on the stop for the Blue Devils. Same set, 2 wideouts near side, standing tailback behind Phillips at quarterback in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Handoff running near side, dips in, cuts out, and going to be hit and rolled up. That's Collier on the stop for Jackson County, but a gain down to the Blue Devil 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him beyond the 40. 9-yard gain, 2nd down and 1.
It'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Wildcats.
This time they split backs in the backfield. Quarterback Phillips stands between the 2 tailbacks, cross buck pattern, breaks 1 tackle, and will be dragged down. There on the stop for Jackson County, Isaiah Thomas. That'll be first down Monterey.
Protect Services, first down for the Wildcats. Tackle by Isaiah Thomas.
Monterey opening the second half of the game with a good-looking drive to start with. Again, they go split backs or two backs in the backfield, either side of the quarterback, Phillips. Counterplay right up the middle, big hole, still on his feet as he crosses the 30. He'll be dragged down at that point. Jackson County on the stop. Jacaden Smith makes the stop for the Blue Devils.
For the Wildcats.
Down near the 26-yard line. That's going to be another first down Monterey.
For the Wildcats, gain of 10 on the play. Tackle was made by Jacaden Smith. First and 10, Wildcats.
Same set. Two backs either side of the tail or the quarterback. Give right off the tackle. Big hole. Powers down to the 10, and Monterey just ripping yardage right up the middle now against the Blue Devil defensive line. Smith again on the stop for the Blue Devils.
Wildcats gain 16 yards and a Protect Services first down.
First down, goal to go. Monterey at the 9-yard line.
And Jacaden Smith, that'll be first down and goal to go for the Wildcats.
Wishbone set this time. Quarterback goes under center. Turn, gives to his tailback. Cuts back against the grain, still driving his feet, gets inside the 5. That's Monterey tailback 14, Blaylock on the carry.
For the Wildcats, gains 7 yards.
Clenard and Maddox Wilson on the stop. Also Matheny in there.
Brings up second down and goal to go for the Wildcats.
Second and goal Monterey inside the 5 of Jackson County. Power set near side. Straight snap. Quarterback, or the tailback, I guess you'd call that a wildcat formation. That's a running back, not a quarterback lined up back there. Takes a snap. Powers into the end zone. Monterey extends the lead 19-0 over Jackson County. They missed the last extra point. At this point, you could go for 2 and get it to 21, or they'll kick it. We'll see what they do. I would expect they'd go for 2. Try to make it a 21-0 game. Get it back to 3-7s. And that does look like what Monterey has decided to go for. Power set, stacked to the left. Direct snap, running right side this time. Crossed up the Blue Devil defense, and Monterey converts the 2-point conversion, and the Wildcats extend their lead 21-0 over the Blue Devils of Jackson County. Monterey's kickoff will be coming. Monterey going to kick off to the Blue Devils of Jackson County as Hernandez tees it up at the 40-yard line. 9:26, Hernandez hits it high, end-over-end kick. Again, Clenard feels it, 25, 30, 35, 40, got a seam, 50, one man to beat. Still on his feet at the 40, and then going to be driven backward as Gavin Clenard with a good kickoff return. I'd be surprised they kicked that way again, right to Clenard, because he just popped that little seam, was almost gone. Good run back by Clenard, and for the first time tonight, Jackson County starts a drive in Monterey territory. They've been there a time or two, but always had to start it around their 20, 25-yard line, and so this time good starting field position as Jackson County tries to creep their way back into the game tonight. Stacy from the shotgun. Smith in motion as Brady crosses the formation. Stacy rolls that direction, looks, fires, floats one downfield intended for Collier and just overthrows him as CJ had a step on the defender. Second and 10. Jackson County's third offensive play that Mitchell went out, and I think it was the third play because he had the big run, the fumble, and then first play of the next drive he went out and hasn't been back. Hope Xavier's okay. Seen him on the sidelines, but after a hard hit, you always suspicion maybe some concussion problems, and hopefully nothing serious. Blue Devils have really missed him tonight. Here's a snap. Counter play reverse to Collier. He's going to be hit and dropped at the 40-yard line. No gain on the play. Might have got a yard. Right at the 40. Third down and 9 for Jackson County. Braden Dodson, freshman at tailback for Jackson County, as Stacy shifts him from his right hip to his left. Here's the snap. Pulled out and kept by Stacy. Schuyler was down at the 40. Ball came out late, but his knees were on the ground. No gain on the play.
Tackle by number 10, Colin Fowler. No gain on the play.
Schuyler Stacy gets up with a little limp. That'll bring up a fourth down for Jackson County, 9 yards to go, and would not be surprised to see punt team come on the field. Stacy in obvious discomfort as he rolled up an ankle on that play. Let's see if the Blue Devils. Stacy going to stay in. Jackson County Collier drops back in punt formation. High snap. Collier picks it up and is going to be knocked down inside the Jackson County 40 at the Blue Devil 39-yard line. Had two low snaps in the first half, and this time Airmail went over his head. Collier almost did a good job pulling it in, but a little too tall. First and 10, Monterey. Collier recovered the fumble, but it didn't matter on fourth down. Monterey's ball anyway at the point of the fumble recovery. So Monterey leading 21-0, takes over first and 10 inside the Jackson County 40. Blue Devil defense shifts around. Here's the snap, handoff, counter play, big hole, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5-yard line, Monterey, and a Blue Devil player, that's Sousa, is down back near the 40. There's Sousa down on the field for Jackson County. A little slow getting up. Now he goes back down. We'll take time out while Sousa is being attended to. We'll be back. Monterey 21, threatening again Jackson County. Goal to go as Jackson County's Darren Sousa's helped off the field. Looked like a right ankle injury he was dealing with. Some kind of right leg injury anyway, as he was helped off the field. Birdwell takes his place in the lineup for the Blue Devils. Sweep running near side to the goal line. Looks like he got in. We'll see if the referee says touchdown. And Monterey, two quick scores, has extended their lead from 13-0 all the way up to 27-0 as they've added 14 points here in the third quarter. And it's Monterey 27, Jackson County nothing. Try for point coming up. Fernandez will attempt the extra point. Hold by Fowler. Snaps high. Fowler sets it down. Kick is on the way, and that one looks like and is good. So 7:29 to go, third quarter. Monterey has extended the lead to 28-0 over the Blue Devils of Jackson County. We'll be back with Monterey's kickoff after a short break. And once again, Fernandez tees it up. Let's see if he kicks up and back to Clenard again. He liked to pop the last one. Let's see what happens here. Nope, going to hit this one a little harder, a little deeper, all the way to the 5-yard line. That's Stafford. Hayden at the 10. 15, little stutter step. We'll get it on to Isaiah Thomas. Gets it up near the 20 at about the 19-yard line. 1st and 10, Jackson County. I would have almost bet you after that last return they weren't going to go back to Gavin Clenard again on that little short kick.
Tackle by Jack Blaylock. It'll be 1st and 10 for Jackson County.
First and 10 Blue Devils. Let's see what the Jackson County offense can dial up this trip down as they set 2 wide receivers stacked on either side. Skylar Stacy in the shotgun, standing tailback next to him. Braden Dotson. Here's the snap. Counterplay Dotson. No, keeper by Stacy, and Skylar will get up near the 25-yard line where he's rolled down at that point.
Skylar Stacy on the carry. He gains 5 yards on the play.
Farley on the stop
Jack Blaylock
for Monterey.
and Colin Fowler. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Blue Devils.
5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5.
Farley also assisted on the play.
From the gun again, Stacy asks for, takes the snap, looks, drifts to his right, pulls it down, fires, it's complete. That's Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah makes one man miss and then will be forced out of bounds, but not until Thomas picks up 1st down yardage. I believe that's the 3rd completion of the night for Skylar. One to
And a 1st down for the Blue Devils. Ethan Phillips makes the tackle.
Brady Smith, one to C.J. Collier, and now Isaiah Thomas with a catch. Collier goes in the slot. Thomas in the slot. Here's a snap. Pump fake and intercepted Monterey. That's going to be Monterey pick 6 down the sideline into the end zone, and Monterey will extend the lead. Skylar Stacy threw that one into traffic, and it is 34-0 now. Monterey well on top of Jackson County. Try for point coming up. Fowler will hold, and Hernandez will kick it. Interception, pick 6, Monterey. Again, we remind you, Blue Devils at home next week. Final game of the season. It will be against East Robertson, and it's a Thursday night kickoff. Flags fly. Let's see what the call is on this. Somebody was moving. Illegal participation, Jackson County. Too many men on the field, and so they'll kick the extra point attempt again.
Substitution infraction called against Jackson County. Retry for point.
Fowler sets the tee down inside the 10 this time. You know, a lot of times it's easier if you get used to kicking from a certain spot to not move it, especially on a high snap. Sets down, kick is up, and that one looks good, and is. So Monterey now 35, Jackson County 0. Another kickoff coming up after. And Hernandez tees it up one more time for Monterey. The Wildcats now leading Jackson County by the score of 35-0. Still got 6:24 to go here in the 3rd quarter. End over end driving kick, fielded by Thomas at the 7. The 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and Isaiah gets across the 30. Did the ball pop loose? Monterey said it did. See a beanbag fly. Jackson County retained the possession of the ball. 1st and 10, Jackson County, and the Blue Devils take over at their own 31-yard line. Stacy stays in at quarterback for Jackson County. Is wide out, C.J. Collier, Brady Smith. I think Isaiah Thomas out there as well. Tight end Maddox Wilson. H-back is Birdwell. It's Caleb Birdwell. Braden Dotson, the tailback. Collier in motion. Give on a counter play to Dodson, and Braden will get back near the line of scrimmage where he's wrapped up by a host of Wildcats. Going to show him a loss of about a yard and a half on the carry.
Second down and 12 for Jackson County.
Blue Devils look to the bench to get the play. Collier flanked wide to the near side. Smith up top. Here's a snap. Give Dodson. Braden cuts back against the grain and will be manhandled down as he crosses the 30 up to about the 32-yard line. Short gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and long, Jackson County. 3rd down and 9.
Correction, that's a gain of 4 on the play.
3rd and 9. Jackson County. Spread formation. 2 wideouts either side. Dotson, the standing tailback. Stacy takes the snap, looks across the middle, is forced to his right, still looking, fires downfield. He's got Collier. It's complete and out of bounds. Collier, if he was in bounds when he caught it, referee on the far side is waving out of bounds. The pass carried him out of bounds, incomplete. He was out of bounds when he made the catch. That'll bring up 4th down, Jackson County, and I would expect the Blue Devils will punt it away at this time, or try to punt it away. As the punt team makes their way on the field for the Blue Devils. Collier drops back in punt formation. Caden Smith runs in late for the Blue Devils. Good snap this time. Pressure comes up the middle, partially blocked. It's going to hit at the 45 and go out of bounds at the 47 of Jackson County. Collier lucky to get that one away. Just good presence of mind by CJ. See the rush coming and just get it off. Get it out of there best you can. Short punt, but way better than a block as Monterey scrimmages 1st and 10 from the Jackson County 48-yard line. Phillips at quarterback. Phillips turns, hands off right up the middle. Breaking tackles and spinning down to the 40, number 9 for Monterey. That's Cole Bowman on the carry. Stop made by Jackson County's Isaiah Thomas. Got a little help from Maddox Wilson as well.
Gains 8 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Monterey flanks 2 wideouts top of the formation. Wingback near side, standing tailback. Wingback goes in motion. So he shifts over to the far side of the formation, gives to the tailback, and he'll be knocked down again. Thomas on the stop for the Blue Devils as he makes the tackle at the 35. See where they spot his forward progress. About a 7 or 8 yard gain. 1:43 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Monterey on top 35-0 over the Blue Devils. Standing tailback behind quarterback in the backfield out of the gun. Give right up the middle running. Breaks a tackle and then will be pulled down. Jackson County C.J. Collier and Isaiah Thomas combined for the stop for the Blue Devils. 6-yard gain, 1:05 to go third quarter as Morris checks out for the Blue Devils. Channing Collier takes his place on the field for Jackson County. Quarterback keeps, hands off to his tailback. He's going to be hit. Stays on his feet, still on his feet. Clenard and Wilson wrap him up, and a Blue Devil player a little slow getting up over there on the far side. May have been Brady Smith. Not sure, but I think that looks like Brady. Can't see his number from here. Short gain. Third down. Clock at 18 seconds to go. Monterey doesn't have to run another play here in this quarter. We'll see what they choose to do here as they look to the sideline. Clock goes under 10 seconds. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Monterey 35, Jackson County nothing. We'll be back. One more quarter of play. Underway here at Monterey. The ball is sitting on the Jackson County 25-yard line. Third down, 1 for the Wildcats of Monterey as they make their way onto the field of play. Jackson County slowly filing onto the field as well. 12 minutes left to go in the contest as Monterey still Eli Phillips in at quarterback for the Wildcats. Looks like they've got a new tailback standing there next to him. I'm not sure about that, but see what Phillips dials up. Going to keep it himself. Cuts it to his left. He's going to be hit, and down he goes at the 20. First down Monterey. Brady Smith along with Isaiah Thomas on the stop for Jackson County.
5 yards on the play. That's a Protect Services first down for the Wildcats.
First down Monterey.
Tackled by Isaiah Thomas and Brady Smith.
Monterey overloads the right side of their offensive line as here's the snap, running right. Quarterback hands to his tailback. The young man gets inside the 15. He's going to be spun down near the 10. That is 14 Blaylock. And
7 yards on the play. Tackled by Aiden Netherton. Brings up a second down and 3.
7-yard, 8-yard gain. Second down and 2 for the Wildcats. Wing back in motion. Jet sweep coming near side. Going to be tackled and down at the 5-yard line. That's Clenard. No, that's Collier on the stop. C.J. Collier with another stop. First down, goal to go. Monterey first and goal from the Jackson County 5-yard line.
Tackle made by C.J. Collier. It'll be first down and goal to go for the Wildcats.
Monterey again initially lined up unbalanced. Now they balance the line back up. From the gun, wing back in motion. Jet sweep running right. Got the edge, turns into the end zone, and touchdown Monterey. They extend the lead to 41 for the hometown Wildcats. The Blue Devils have got 0. Try for point for Monterey will be coming up as Hernandez will line up another extra point attempt. He has been almost perfect tonight. Missed one with a high snap, but other than that, he's been right down the middle with them. Low snap, sets down, kick is up, and good anyway. 42 for Monterey, 0 for Jackson County. We've got timeout, and then we'll be back for the final 9 minutes. And we're back now. Hernandez one more time going to tee it up for the Wildcats of Monterey as they lead the Blue Devils by the score of 42-0. 9:49 left to play. Hernandez kick, end over end, spiraling, fielded by Collier at the 5. 10, 15. Breaks the tackle at the 20 to the 30. Spins at the 35 and be driven down hard at the 40-yard line. C.J. Collier with a good return.
C.J. Collier returns Hernandez's kick 34 yards to the 40-yard
First and 10, Jackson County at their own 40-yard line.
Tackle made by Darnell Hernandez. First down and 10.
Caleb Wimberly comes out, lines up over the football for Jackson County. See if we see Colt Loftus in the game for the Blue Devils, as Coach Loftus putting his youngsters in. They're all almost youngsters, especially if you get to be my age, but Colt making his first appearance tonight. Freshman quarterback, freshman tailback, freshman wideouts. So a lot of youngsters out there for the Blue Devils. Loftus takes a snap, gives off Dotson. Braden runs to his right, or his left rather, and will be up to the 45 and just across there where he'll be ridden down at that point. 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5, Jackson County. And now we've got an injured Blue Devil. That's Letterman down over there on the far side, Jackson County's.
Official timeout on the field.
Case and Letterman. And we've got timeout on the field as Letterman's being attended to. We'll take that time. And back now, Letterman goes off under his own power. Looked like a minor lower leg injury of some kind. Loftus asks for, takes a snap, gives Dotson again. Dotson runs left, cuts back, going to get near first down yardage as he gains about 4 on the carry. Again, depending on the spot over on the far side, could be only 3. Again, like I say, we'll have to wait and see where they set it down. It'll be 3rd down and fairly short. Looks like the referee's going to say 3rd down and 1. Ball's on the 49. Got to get to midfield. Loftus from the gun. Here's a snap. Fires. A little outside his intended receiver over there was Stafford. And I think he turned in and expected him to turn out. Pass falls incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down Jackson County. And, at this stage of the game, might as well go for it. 7 minutes, 31 seconds. Pretty good power running by Braden Dotson in there at tailback. And let's see if they go to Dotson, and they do. Braden, 1st down and more as he gets down across the 50 near the 46-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Spotted at the Monterey 46-yard line.
Tackled by number 56 for the Wildcats.
Stafford wide to the near side. Here's the snap. Fires. That's complete. That's Aiden Netherton on the stop for Jackson County. Gain of about 7.
Loftus' pass is complete to Aiden Netherton.
And Colt Loftus, I'll say this for the youngster. The first time he played, he was really tentative. The second time, again, he's very tentative. The last 2 times he's been in, he's throwing the football like he knows he can and knows where he's going with it. He's gotten much more crisp with his passes and doing a much better job throwing the ball than he did earlier in the season. That's the reason you play these youngsters in games. Give them a chance. Loftus takes the snap, rolls near side looking, got a man in the flat, just missed it. Intended for Birdwell. Led him just a little too much. That'll be 3rd down and about 4. Third down, 4 yards to go for the Jackson County offense. Certainly 4 down territory. Clock at 5:39 now as Loftus takes a snap, gives Dodson. Braden spins, stays on his feet, got first down and then some. He's at the 30, 20, 15, and run out of bounds just shy of the 10-yard line. Good hard run, Jackson County's Braden Dodson. First time tonight, the Blue Devils have been inside the 20. So they go back to Dodson, and they do. Braden runs to his right, lowers his shoulder, gets it down just inside the 10 at about the 9.
Dodson on the carry.
Picked up about 3 or 4 yards on that carry. That moved the down marker on the far side, but I'll flag on the pick it up. Illegal participation on Monterey, and Jackson County will take that 5 yards and make it 1st and 5. Doesn't move the ball much, but it gets it down near the 5-yard line. So where it was outside the 10. It's going to put it at about the 7, I think. No, inside the 5, down to about the 3. I think he's going to have to recount. I think he's got to recount that one again. Now he puts it back at the 7. That's 5 yards from 12 would be the 7.
Still first down.
Here's a snap. Colt Loftus going to keep it and roll to his left. Pump fakes, fires, and incomplete. Good move by Loftus. Drew the man off the receiver. Had receiver open over there. I think that was Netherton down the corner of the end zone and just got it to him a little low, but still a very good play as Loftus showed. Heads up, drawing the defense to him on what looked like a straight quarterback run. And when they came off the defender, just couldn't get it to him. 2nd down and 5. Here's a snap. Give Dodson. Braden to the 5, still on his feet and slung backward. He'll pick up about 2 or 3 yards. Get it down, spotted around the 5. Third down and 3 for the Blue Devils. Another penalty flag on the field. That's probably holding against Jackson County, but I'm not sure where he's standing. Could be a face mask. But that normally when you see a flag there, it's offensive holding, and that is the call. So Jackson County goes in reverse. 2nd down as they redo the down. The good news is 2nd down. The bad news is it's 15 yards to go. Loftus rolls to his left, stops, looks, comes back the other direction, fires, got a man, complete touchdown, Birdwell. Caleb Birdwell with his first touchdown, I think, of his this year, and Colt Loftus with a touchdown pass, and Jackson County gets on the board 42-6 as the try for point will be coming up by Jackson County. Aiden Netherton is the kicker as they look for the T over on the far side. Or will the Blue Devils just go ahead and go for 2? They may go ahead and go for 2 at this point. Not sure what the delay is, but Loftus is going to go under center and then back into the shotgun. So the Jackson County offense going for 2, trailing 42-6. Here's the snap. Colt rolls to his left, fires. It's incomplete, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. I think that was Thomas that was the intended receiver. It was no good, falls incomplete. And with the new score, Monterey 42, Jackson County 6. Blue Devils will be kicking it off. All right, waiting for the Blue Devil kickoff as Aiden Netherton makes his way on the field with the kicking tee. He'll tee it up at the 40-yard line. down 42-6. You immediately suspect onside kick. I don't know that Jackson County's tried one all year. We squibbed one. We've pooch kicked a few, but we'll see what they come up with here if they just go ahead and kick it away. With only 2 minutes and 18 seconds, it's asking a whole lot to expect a comeback, but we'll see what Jackson County tries. Will they go onside or just kick it away? And Blue Devil kicking team, coverage team is out there, and it's a spinning squib kick. It will hit and go out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. 5-yard procedure there's a penalty on that. It's I think the ball spotted at the 35 on or the point where it goes out of bounds. If it's beyond that,
that's an illegal procedure penalty against the Blue Devils.
Going to bring it out to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Monterey at their own 40-yard line.
10 for the Wildcats. You can make them free kick. Nobody pushes anybody.
Monterey with Phillips still in at quarterback. Hands off to his tailback. Still on his feet as he crosses the 45 and will be dragged down at that point by Jackson County. Brady Smith on the stop for the Blue Devils. Also 51 in there for Jackson County. It's Bryson Bowman with a piece of that one. Clock ticking down to a minute. Monterey's got to run about 1 or 2 more plays. From the gun, here's the snap. Give up the middle. It's going to be hit and stacked up in there on the stop for Jackson County. Drake Matheny along with Maddox Wilson combined, and there's a player down. I think that's Joe Rowland maybe down for Jackson County. I don't believe that's Joe.
For the Wildcats. Official timeout on the field.
It's Asher Morris down for Jackson County. One of the big guys. They look at Asher's ankle. We'll take time. And we're back now. What should be the final play of the game as the clock ticks under 20 seconds to go. Monterey may not even have to snap it here at 15. As they allow the clock to run, Jackson County stands and watches. Clock goes 7, 6, 5, and barring a delay of game penalty, and there is none, there's the final horn, and Monterey wins this one tonight 42-6 over the Blue Devils. Again, we invite everybody to come next week to Jackson County Senior Night. It's Thursday night. East Robertson is the opponent, and we'll be there for the final game of the season. Thank you for listening to tonight's contest between the Blue Devils and the Wildcats, and we thank our sponsors. Couldn't do it without them. And we'll see you all next week at Jackson County High School for the last game of the year.